So today we are going to talk about burnout. Currently, we have something that is called a hustle culture, right? We believe in productivity. We believe that we should be doing a million things. So how do we balance everything? How do we bring ourselves back to that state of swastha? So in Ayurveda, we define health as swastha. So how can we be centered, grounded when a million things are happening, a million screens, a million meetings, and idea we get is that we should be more productive. Yes. So given that, what do we do? So we are going to talk a little bit about overwork, right? About how it depletes our ojas. Chaos happens, things like this happen, burnout happens, and how do we rebuild our ojas? How do we get resilient? How do we get back on our feet? How do we get centered? How do we think about being in alignment with natural rhythms around us instead of rushing? Now, how do we attain mental balance? It is very important to do our daily replenishment, whether it's through sleep, through daily meditation, so you're thinking on your feet. So to renew ourselves, it's so important. And how do we live with our dharma? What is our purpose? A lot of us, we are seeking some kind of fame. If we drop the fame, it's okay. What is it that aligns us with our purpose, our true nature, whether it's our prakriti or swabhava? And I talk about this often, that many Americans have lifestyle based disorders. According to a Harvard study, half of the world's population has a mental health disorder in their lifetime. But we want to look more at wellness, right, instead of illness. So in prevention, we talk about preventing burnout, because if you look at so many of us, we are doing too much. Now, Ayurveda is a science of epigenetics, where we know that we can modify the DNA expression, the gene expression, whether it is in ailments like diabetes or, cardiac conditions. And all this is through diet, lifestyle, and stress management. So how do we do that stress management, right? So what is, stress? Now, Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar says that stress is when we have too much to do and too little time. And burnout is sustained stress. So over time, when this sustained stress and chronic, it can take its toll on us. And what happens is our emotional health gets impacted. We feel indifferent, we feel depleted, our energy goes down, our prana or vital life force declines, and immunity, yes, sleep problems, absolutely, digestive issues, chronic immune issues, anxious, we have sleep problems, right? So many of us, we lose interest or enthusiasm, hip problems, and then our relationship with others suffers, right? In Ayurveda, the definition of health is Samadosha sama agnishcha samadhatu malakriyah prasanna atma indriya manah swasta iti abhidhiyate. Health is a balance of all our doshas or energy principles, our digestion, our digestive, metabolic fire, our tissues and excretion, and having a pleasant state of mind, sense organs, and soul. What happens with burnout is that our sense organs are depleted. There's so much sensory overload, whether it's digital overload, there's just too much happening in the world. The news is chaotic. How do we stay centered? How can we take a rest? How can we take a pause? How can we go out in nature? How can we do things without, just watching mindlessly either a show or then coming to a screen? And, this is as much for me as it is for anybody. So in Ayurveda, we talk about the 3 pillars of health. So we talk about, ahar, which is enough and timely sleep. And we need our sleep to be restful. There are ways to enhance that rest. Then nutrition. Nutrition is not just food. It's also liquids, breath, and sensory perceptions. So how do we manage that? Managing our digestive fire, or Agni as it is called, making sure there isn't too much toxins, whether they are environmental or from, let's say, overeating or, nutritional psychiatry is a big thing nowadays. We talk a lot about the gut brain axis, right? The third aspect is vihar, it is aligning with a higher purpose. Maintain a routine, you follow natural rhythms, you exercise, you do yoga, meditation, right? And all of that, just doing a little bit of, alignment in life. How do we take care of ourselves, knowing ourselves? As a vata person, we know the imbalance can be anxiety or restlessness or loss of focus. So to balance it, you need creativity, enthusiasm, and sticking to a routine. For Pitta people, there is anger and obsessions and getting competitive. And to balance it, you need, to drop judgments. And then Kapha people, in a state of imbalance, there can be depression or lethargy. So those are the gunas or the mental attributes. And what are they? Sattva is the natural state of our mind, which is pure and clear. Like after meditation, it enables us to relax and give 100% to any situation. It can be enhanced through a regular practice of meditation, through sattvic foods. Rajas says, when we are very ambitious, we want to pursue a passion, and, there can be restlessness, and we can't relax. We have too many thoughts. We are angry, impatient, aggressive. And tamas is, we've all felt like a couch potato sometimes, right? Just lazy and lethargic, but it helps us sleep. So there is a Harvard study that 8 weeks of meditation can change the gray matter of the brain. Just 8 weeks. So you can imagine regular meditators, how nimble they are, how they can respond to situations. Then yoga, of course, helps. And then seva or volunteering is sattvic, right? Because it kind of takes you out of your own self. Squashes are sattvic, exactly. There are studies that, if you volunteer, that can reduce hypertension and depression. It also helps you connect with others. Now, the Yale research showed that to improve student mental health, just teach them to breathe. So sky breathwork was what was researched, and the study found that it reduced depression and stress, and it improved mental health, mindfulness, positive effect, and social connectedness. So now I volunteer with Project Welcome Home Troops, and it's very important for me. Imagine the burnout that veterans experience. There was a study with veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan who struggled with trauma, and it found that sky breath meditation normalized their anxiety levels just after 1 week, and this benefit continued a full year. We talk about something called ojas, which is our vital essence. It is linked to our immunity and our life force. As a result of the digestion of, all the digestion and metabolism in the tissue, in the body, when tissues are formed, eventually ojas is formed. It protects us from stress and illness. What does burnout do? It depletes this ojas. Yes? So how do we figure out that we have good ojas? When the energy levels are good, when mentally we are clear and resilient, when our digestion is good, when our immunity is good, when we are content, when our skin is radiant, and our sleep is deep. It's not restless, it's restorative. So a sattvic diet helps there. We talked about that, right? We talked about, fruits and veggies and nuts and raisins and beans and dairy and spices are important to enhance our digestion. So minimizing, let's say white sugar or white flour or fried or cold food or processed food or leftovers. So being mindful of this and following natural rhythms. And this is why we say sleep on time, eat on time, follow a routine, right? So these are the natural rhythms. Like the heart has a rhythm. There's a rhythm to nature, to day and night. So what are the ojas building foods and practices? Date milk is good with cardamom if you can digest dairy. Soaked almonds are good. Ghee is great, right? And then fresh fruits and vegetables. Prioritize rest. You have to schedule your rest. Meditate. Mind care is life care. And then having a daily practice, your dinacharya. So attending to the sense organs, right? We talked about digital overload, but also, things like pratyahar, which is withdrawing the senses, meditation, then practicing eye care, taking care of your eyes, then, little bit of oil in the ears and nutritious foods. All this will prevent burnout because you are taking care of yourself, right? What is Rasayana, right? Rasayana is anything that supports a cyclical flow which enhances ojas. So what are the rasayanas? What are the things that enhance that, like Guduchi, Yashti Madhu, Amrit, right? Then stay connected with yourself, right? Nurture your relationship. There are 4 goals of life according to Vedic sciences, that is Purusharth. One is Dharma, which is living according to our purpose. Then Arth is goals and values that promote living according to our purpose. And then Kam, which is finding happiness. And then Moksha is gaining the freedom of consciousness, right? Contentment, that is Moksha. If you think about it, if anything is harming your mental health, it's not worth it. To prevent burnout, like these are my thoughts. We increase sattva, right? We attend to our sleep, our diet and lifestyle. We follow a routine which is aligned with natural rhythms. We attend to the sense organs. We don't do too much, right? This is the hustle culture. Let me take on 20 projects, right? What happens as a result? Vata goes out of balance, Pitta goes out of balance. It's called the forest fire effect. So we calm that Vata, we calm that Pitta ambition, we calm the Rajas, we stay aligned with Sattva, right? So now when we talk about Ojas in terms of skincare, there are so many things that help, right? All the Abhyanga oils in Shankara will help you, whether it's calming, soothing, energizing. Then aromatherapy helps. We talked about sense organs. Then there is a lotus rose essence, right? All of that is energizing.